we'll see the defending world champion Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Kuzma can't get it to go. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen. So good to see Miles Turner sharing the basketball. Make an effort to get your teammates involved.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Puts up a deep three. Kuzma pulls it in. Here's Porter. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Porter.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. As now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Nance outside. Kuzma outside. Driving inside. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game. From deep, Williams. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Pass to Trent. Basket good.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Outside, Dort. Shoots the three. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Kuzma. That's tipped.
Excellent anticipation by Lou Dort to get his hands on that one. Gosh, this guy is relentless on that end.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Bucks leading by 4. Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
They grabbed their own miss, and it's slammed in by Turner.
You love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to Williams. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Williams. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Now, Joe. Over Trent. Joe can't get it to go. Shot from the top of the key. Trent can't hit.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
It's Kuzma penetrating.
Well, you love to see Kyle Kuzma balance that jump shooting with his willingness to put it on the deck and draw contact.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first but misses the second. Williams kicks it out to Mitchell. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Pass to Williams. For three, Mitchell. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks ahead. They're up by 1. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they've built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And a wide open look for SGA. Buries it from three-point range. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches. Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Pass to Turner. Williams with the defensive effort. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Joe. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a
Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us for a little basketball. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. Here's Shepard. Deflected. Here's Smith. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Houston shooting their first foul shot of the game. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Here's Şengün. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice.
This is where Şengün can really hurt you because he's so big and long.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
On the wing, Durant. Houston working the ball around. Here's Shepard. It's Thompson, high post. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Maxey with it. 4-3. Durant pulls it in. RJ, it was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50. Yes, 50 combination. They're hoping for a little bit more consistency this year.
Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
Running the floor, Durant pushes himself to get ahead of the defense.
Pass to Embiid. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. So they take the lead. Maxey's got 6.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Pass to Şengün. Outside Durant. Now here's Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Misses from short range. The Rockets trail. Here's Thompson. Another shot. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 6.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
And it's Maxey missing. Here's Tate. And finished off by Tate.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Maxey. Adams grabs the miss. The Rockets lead by 3. Durant drives in. Shoots over George. Back to Durant. To the middle. Pass to Shepherd. From deep three-point land. Here's Adams. And he buries his first look.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's George. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Here's Maxey. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Here's Okogie. Outside Tate. Houston working the ball around. 6 to shoot. Down low. Good work defensively by Drummond. The Sixers trailing. For 3, George. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys, back to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And George with the jam.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. Houston in the lead. To the inside. Here's Adams. Over Drummond. Oh, a great move from Steven Adams as he gets it to go.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Edgecombe, no good. Durant owning the inside. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Here's Drummond, and he buries his first look.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
On the wing, Durant. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
how prolific a scorer is KD, he and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen.
Three-pointer Embiid. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Pass to Durant. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Shots blocked. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And Houston making a change here. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And it's in there.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Maxi's got 9.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
76ers trail by 5. Here's George. And the jam by George.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
George outside. And the 76ers another 3.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Now Philadelphia with it. They trail by 1. Here's Bona. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Right wing. Tries again. Here's Capella. And he banks in the layup.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Outside Maxey. There's the 3. Smith with the rebound. And here are the Rockets now. Here's Thompson. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And he gets that one. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter. And Thompson gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 3.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Now here's Maxey. Launches a 3. And he throws it down with one hand.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Inside, here's Thompson. Oh, Drummond with the block. Pass to Bona. To the paint. And here's Gordon. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. That one a little long. The Sixers leading. Down low. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
5 to shoot. Drummond with the screen. And it's Maxey missing. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that. And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Maxey. Mona. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Maxey. He's got 11.
Sometimes you just got to look away, man. I felt that move from Maxey.
So both teams making some changes here. Rockets trail by 5. Inside. Here's Thompson. And he converts the layup. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Shepherd has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
To the inside. And Drummond with the jam.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
And the Rockets have had success adding veteran leadership to their young roster, RJ.
And that's a great lesson in roster building. It's always beneficial to have adults in the room, experienced guys who can set positive examples for younger players.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what Coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change. And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Pass to Thompson for the lead. Rebound by the 76ers. Maxey attacking. Here's George. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. George has got 14.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Thompson, that's good.
Well, you see Thompson's explosion there. I mean, just an insanely quick first step. All the defender can do is bump him.
Pass to Embiid. For 3, George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you. The Rockets had become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now here's Thompson. He's got 19. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. And George with some nice D. The Sixers lead by 5. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And here is Maxey. He's got 14. Driving in. Off target at the rim. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Philadelphia. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So it's Philadelphia now. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to George. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Houston. And they're on the run. Houston working the ball around. Smith outside. Back to Durant. Now here's Adams. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Rockets trail by 3. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
And here are the Rockets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, BA, and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down, and Quentin Grimes also impressive.
Drummond up top. Here's Edgecombe. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Houston in the lead. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Maxey with it, guarded by Smith. George outside. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Yes, sir, it's good.
And there's the length of Smith at work, playing big on the interior.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Thompson in the post. Oh, he can't get the layup. And he ends that fast break chase. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's George. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Thompson outside. Now Şengün. He nails it with the shot clock winding down.
And that's an important shot from Şengün. He takes pride in delivering in big spots.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Let's loose for 3. Buries it from outside.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. And there's the screen. George fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
Right side, Maxey. Now George. Shoots a three. The three ball is down.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead.
And when you watch VJ Edgecombe play, the word explosive comes to mind. A tremendous athlete with an exciting future. A smart move, using a little pump fake to get all the time he needed to go hard to the basket.
Yeah, it's just a simple move, but it looks so beautiful when it works. Reminds me of you, Brad.
Oh, I appreciate that, B.A.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of two is good. And that'll put him up two. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a three. But they'll probably try for a two, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he comes up empty at the line. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Durant. Oh, money!
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Come on, bro.
Is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Durant.
The shot-making ability of Durant is what makes his pump fake so terrifying. It gets defenders off balance and leads to the foul.
And both free throws good for Durant. The Sixers trailing. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Here's Bona. There's the drive. Now it's Maxey. Clock at 6. The putback. Şengün pulls it down. And the Rockets with possession here. Gordon pulls it down. Maxey! And he sinks the jumper.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Outside Durant. Now Şengün. Yes! Using that window!
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we played just over a minute here in overtime. Şengün pulls it down.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be holding this one down for still about a week.
Now Embiid. Here's Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from 16. It's gone! What a J!
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Durant draws the double. Smith outside. Green up top. Smith outside. Here's Şengün. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Embiid with it. Yes! Embiid from in close.
Never one to turn down the big moment. Joel Embiid knocks it down.
Adams. Outside Durant. Green outside. Now Adams. Shot clock at 6. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, George with a steal. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. Here's Maxey. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. 16 seconds left in overtime. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Durant. Oh, no good! And Philadelphia calls time here.
Nigga playing the computer hard, man. It's all good. I got a dub before that game. I ain't tripping.